Hey, what's going on, listeners? So welcome back to the Hey Quick Question podcast, rated number 6. The Democratic Republic of Congo.
Woo! We love you, Congo!
Why are you listening to us?
Yeah! Let's go!
That is
Congo!
Amazing.
We want to
I
shout
was
out.
not expecting that.
We want to really shout out all our Congolese people. We also want to shout out the Zimbabweans, ranked 87th.
87.
And the comedy rank, so far, I think it's Anna Faris is unqualified, is ranked above us in DR of Congo.
Get fucked.
Pretty
soon. Get fucked.
Respectfully, we're better than you, though. We're coming for you. We're shooting for top 3 next week, and then the week later, number one in comedy.
Who needs the U.S. rankings?
And no, we're actually moving out of the U.S. anyway. We're actually big stars in Congo now, and I think that's really where our future is.
We could be kings.
We were kings anyway.
Yes.
Our past.
Yes.
We've strayed away for far too long, and it's time for us to reclaim our thrones. And we want you guys to join us. Episode 6.
Episode 6.
We got a long slate of stuff we want to talk to you guys about today. Soulja Boy and wrestling. Meters Leonard. Shout out to him. But first, we got a very current topic going up. Tavares. Did you watch that Oprah interview?
So I watched the Oprah interview. Yes, Eric. Yes, I did.
Who did Oprah interview, by the way? For the few people that don't keep up with the world.
So I have a random take that I had while watching the interview.
You want to tell who they interviewed before?
Meghan Markle.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that right?
You sure? I guess you did.
Listen, after I said Meters Leonard, it's all over.
Oh my God, Meters Leonard. We're not going to let that one go. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, or I guess now former Prince Harry.
They're just
went on to interview with Oprah about their situation and them stepping away and disassociating with the royal family of England. England? Where? England? Yeah, England. And there was a big interview for what was the length of it?
Basically an hour 30.
Hour and 30 minutes.
Hour and 30 minutes.
A movie length interview.
But I think that could be because I was watching it with commercials online. So who knows?
Okay. Now, what did that interview detail? I was not brave enough to waste my time with that. I was much more enjoying watching the NBA All-Star game. Let's go, Team
you really
LeBron.
enjoyed that? Anyway, we'll get back to that.
Yeah, it was a great time.
We'll get back to that.
No, we won't.
Yeah, we will.
Keep going.
So yeah, that interview was just fucking wild. She's a former actress.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, she was in Suits. I watched that.
You watched the actual, was that a show?
Yeah, it was a show. It was a pretty popular show, if I'm not mistaken. About a lawyer.
Sexy female lawyer?
No, she wasn't the star.
Oh.
I guess she was technically a sexy female lawyer. Not the point. Sir.
Yeah.
Anyway,
all lawyers are acceptable. We love all of them.
So yeah, what I mean by that is she was really, you can tell that she was really shaken up.
By this whole thing happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine, when you find out you're...
Caught me by surprise. Who would have known?
Listen, we'll talk about my opinion a little bit, but, I can imagine finding out your significant other's parents. I guess you could tell me, was it their individual feelings about her?
So she didn't single anybody out.
It was a group effort.
And I have a theory. I have a stupid Tavares theory. Ready for this theory?
Okay, let's hear it.
Tavares theory time. They're gonna kill her if she's.
They were going to, or they will.
This is a Tavares theory.
Okay,
mind you.
Okay, nothing.
If she was to single anybody out or give some hard finger pointing evidence,
if she say the Queen exactly said this,
yes,
that's it.
I feel like she would have met with an untimely end. Got the shooters.
That's
on
not
deck.
a. I don't
the Queen got the shooters on.
I don't think that's a very spicy take. I feel like that's pretty. I feel like we can all admit that ain't nobody out here gonna be publicly shaming the Queen and getting away with it, even if it's her. Which I guess is okay. Not us though. Not that we would ever do that. By the way, we love you, Queen. We're big fans of you. Go England. But I feel like very few people probably in England, got enough clout to just say something like, I don't think the Queen's all that good and live to tell the story of it.
Just sitting at a bar.
Yeah.
You know what, John? I don't think the Queen's all that good.
No, yeah. You're gone the next day. They don't. You're not found anymore if that happens. So I can imagine like if she even having like saying exactly what she was experiencing. I guess she could talk more about the interview. I can imagine that like her even doing this is bold enough, but like to even go even further, that's now putting her life in danger.
Yeah. So number one, this thing popped up. It was like it wasn't even an important fact that I learned, but apparently after they basically left the royal hierarchy, like they just left fucking the country and everything like that. They stayed at Tyler Perry's house.
Yeah, fucking.
Which is a fucking random thing.
So, oh man, I'm really glad Tyler Perry really just went out on his own way to help these struggling immigrants. You know, but they're
are they technically immigrants
these
now?
Oh man, these people who they have nothing to their name. You know, they just got to get back on their feet. You know, I really appreciate Tyler Perry really helping out the little people once again with the
little people.
Yeah, the little people.
Just
give them a nice little place to stay, bro. Why does Tyler Perry need to do that?
Tyler Perry doesn't need to do it.
Yeah,
but like Tyler Perry, what are you gonna do?
I mean, like, cool, he did it, but like, they got money, bro. They good. They don't need...
that's the thing.
Yeah.
They don't have money.
Yes, they do.
Or they didn't have money.
To say they didn't have money is awfully bold of you to assume.
They did not have money. I did not assume it. It was in the interview.
Bro, how much... Do you know how much they got paid for that interview?
They didn't get paid. For that interview, they didn't get paid any. Oprah started off by saying...
Oprah got like $1 million for that interview.
Oprah got $1 million for that interview.
Oprah, yeah. Old sweet Oprah. Yeah, not greedy at all.
She started it off by saying they did not get paid.
That does not mean they don't have money. Okay, listen.
What I'm saying is
they are in deal. They're in like.
That's not the only thing.
Okay, go ahead.
They basically said that when they left, they were cut off. No money. No protection.
No royal family money.
No royal family money.
That doesn't mean they have no money.
I forgot the fact that he said that his mom did leave him some money.
Oh man.
I will admit that I'm wrong here.
They have money, bro. They're good.
However, they when they moved out, they had to stay at Tyler Perry's house.
They didn't have to stay at Tyler Perry. Stop saying we ain't gonna act like one of us.
I mean, it was hard times, man.
These lonely immigrants fleeing for freedom.
Tyler Perry had to storm in the attic. Apparently.
Oh man,
crazy.
They had it so hard. Oh. Fucking wah.
Perry out here tripping. Where's the next movie coming out? Not the point. Anyway.
Nope, never.
Yeah, and they got some pushback when they tried to get money from doing interviews or some shit previously.
They got pushback from what, England? Like
general public maybe, or reporters or something.
General public of like England. Okay.
Yeah,
great.
nobody else.
You mean the place they left from?
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, cool, bro. They gotta make money, I guess.
Americans
don't care. We don't care about them like that. We care because they're like. We care because
they exist.
We don't honestly. So like you can tell me more about the interview, but like I'm actually wondering why this isn't more like a relatable thing that's like reaching people, because like I feel like interracial couples dealing with, hey, my parents might not exactly like you because of your race. That seems like a very real thing people deal with, and like
yes, but.
This is like a much more bigger scale, but like it's essentially the same thing. Like,
so he didn't expect that to happen.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that's insane.
So that lets you know. That lets you know what kind of people they are.
He is, or they are. They're what? They're racist?
No, I didn't mean it by that. I meant
yes, they are.
But we know that now. But that's not what I meant. When I said that,
big shocker. The royal family of England, the original racists.
They brought slaves.
Shocked they were racist of ours. I'm stunned. Honestly,
crazy. That's not what I meant. I meant, and I'm pretty sure I just lost my point because of you. Thank you.
Love it.
They are sheltered. Is what I meant.
The royal family?
Mainly the kids, the quote unquote kids.
They're sheltered from what? Black people?
From anything happening in the world like that.
Yeah, I mean, like they have the internet, so I mean, like, what do you mean?
Yeah, but when he was growing up, he didn't have internet, really.
I guess, but so he did have money.
So, let me go spend my money to go talk to black people. No, they're over there playing cricket or some shit.
Yeah, you know who he was doing that with? The other white England people.
Yes, that's the point. We're on the same point here. You just got back to the same point.
My whole point is that like this is all. I feel like people are talking about this because it's putting the royal family in a bad light because they're clearly coming off as what we would assume they were actually, which is pretty, pretty prejudiced.
Yeah.
Pretty racist.
When watching an interview, I was like, yo, none of this is surprising to me.
Yes. Which I think is really bold of us, like why we're so interested of it, because like this is like stuff that like happens here probably all the time.
Yeah, so that's the thing that got me. He was like, oh well, I didn't know about the bigotry or whatever of mixed couples until after we started dating.
Yeah.
I was like, nigga, what?
He's only dating a mixed woman.
And he's getting this much.
I know. Like for him to even come into this and like yeah, I didn't know this even happened is like shocking.
Mind you, that's not to say that we don't appreciate our mixed brothers and sisters.
Yes, no, we appreciate everybody.
Get that out there right
except
now
for
anybody misunderstands.
Right.
That being said, he ain't seen shit.
He didn't see shit coming, which is incredible. I don't understand how he couldn't. How could he not?
Like I said, he wasn't out there hanging with the fellas. He was not there in the corner. He wasn't out there, shooting cricket.
He wasn't out there shooting. He wasn't out there rolling dice.
Out there in the cricket field with the brothers.
I understand. It's a very real thing that real people deal with.
Playing cricket?
Yes, that too. Interracial couples and probably the struggles of fully being accepted for the other's race, being accepted into the family.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Her having the child, and this part I think is very real. So like, tell me if this was on the interview, but like they're like the queen and like the royal family is wondering what race, like how light the baby would come out.
Yes, that's true. However, see the thing I found weird is that I'm pretty sure she only mentioned the queen once, and that was to say how nice the queen was. No, she mentioned it twice. It was to say how nice the queen was
to her
when she was on a trip with her when they first got married.
Yeah,
and to say that the queen calls and FaceTimes just to see the baby.
Yes, I believe that.
I don't know if the queen was involved or not. I'm going to assume that she was until proven otherwise.
Involved in what? Like the decision? Like we're not like...
So Megan, I'm going to call her Megan,
yeah.
said that there was a conversation that his family was having with him behind her back of how light the baby would be or how dark the baby would be.
How they were like they were just afraid, or they were like wondering?
They were worried that the baby was going to be too dark.
Okay, so that's it. I think that I'm not gonna say I think it is. I think that's erring on racism.
Nigga, that is racist.
Yes, but I think that happens all the time. I think that's I think it's like, I imagine that's like a real thing that happens. Like Tavares, I don't know how like your mom's not a very light skinned person. But
I like where this is going.
But again, like I imagine your mom might even have to ask you like even when, like if you had a child with a darker skinned woman, she probably even said like a little comments like, I wonder if the baby gonna come out light skinned. Like
no,
maybe so like not the worrying, but like I definitely think like there's like that's not even, I don't even think that's the most egregious thing. The worrying part of it is, but like just the curiosity of it, that part is just like everybody would almost do that in almost every situation.
No, so you're getting that confused with how people feel if they are worried that the baby's not theirs.
No, I just think. Okay, maybe that. Okay.
My mom would not give a fuck if the baby was
bro.
If
that baby comes, if that baby was black, then clearly there'd be a problem.
She wouldn't care if it was black, white, Hispanic, as long as it
was no. If Megan's baby came out black, actually, if your baby came out white, it might not be yours, but that might be better. That might be better for you.
I'm off the
hook. But like for Megan and the royal family, that baby was pretty white, bro. There's nothing to worry about. Like you're saying they think they were worried if like the baby was black, that like it might not be the prince's baby? No,
that's not what I'm saying. They knew. I'm pretty sure they knew there was a prince's baby. Mm-hmm. They were just worried that the skin color would be too dark.
Yes, and and that was just like, listen, we are not happy with that idea of like our future looking like that.
Yes. And so you know what they did?
I think that's also very real in a lot of communities too.
They took away his title, the baby's title, before he was even born.
The baby's title? They took it away?
No longer a prince.
Okay.
Just said, fuck it.
Really?
Yes.
They went on the interview and said like that baby will not be called a prince no matter what.
They said before they even left, they said the baby was removed, stripped of the title before he was even born.
Oh yeah, fuck it, I'm out.
And security was removed
before the baby came out.
Before the baby came out.
Yeah, fuck it.
They just said straight up, we're not going to protect this baby.
Oh yeah, why would I stay? Why would I stay? On that part, that's absolutely Like I'm not saying they should have absolutely left anyway. On that part, bro, you gave me no choice then.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's arguing that they shouldn't have left.
Yeah, well, one thing is just like I don't know if it's a very. I think it's kind of a like not as much a story as much as it's just like real, like a very real common thing that just happened on a larger scale thing that just happened to be a story because of who it is. But
no,
I think that's an actually crazy part of it that just. That baby's pretty white.
I think for us, it's not a story.
For England people, yes, but
for white people and people in England, aka other white people, it's like, oh, whoa, wait a minute, Tim, come look at this.
Come look at this white black baby.
Hey, look, the racist, the royal family is kind of racist, ain't they?
But it's crazy. I don't know if I don't think people are too stunned about them being racist, but I imagine it's a lot of white people that are like somewhat racist looking down on them like they're not racist. Like I can think of just like
trying to justify.
Like I can imagine how like a lot of people are like looking at this and like, wow, I can't believe this is happening, while they also exhibit some of those same behaviors. Like it's like them like that the queen wanting a grandson that is not black is not surprising at all.
They didn't want that dark blood.
They didn't want that at all.
Lineage whatsoever.
I bet their most white grandmothers probably think the same thing. Who probably might not even put their name on it, because the queen didn't put her name on it either. But I imagine, bro, it's a lot of people like that, and I think that's probably more interesting than the actual like what happened. Is just like that's probably a lot more common than people will ever admit to.
Yeah. So one thing that I'm not going to joke about is she was like, it was really hard for her to the point where she was really considering suicide.
Yeah, that's not working. You're making fun of, because that probably must suck for like having to live in like your spouse's home and that's the support system around you.
Bro, it wasn't even just about the home. It was more than that.
I was saying the environment. Yeah.
She basically broke down how it is like marrying into the royal family. You basically don't have a life anymore.
Yes, I can imagine that. Your life is the royal family.
She said, all right, the moment you get married or whatever like that, take away your keys, your passports, everything like that, your wallet. You can't go anywhere without like a chaperone. You don't have any freedom, basically, is what I interpreted.
They really left England to America for
yeah, we're not gonna
racial equality and that's hilarious.
We're not gonna think about that too hard.
That's a joke and a half.
Not gonna think about that decision.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it should be better.
But like that,
in America, right?
It was really that bad at just being like. What would you like? I think that's a funny. Not funny, but like that is an interesting dynamic. Like, what would you rather do? I imagine a lot of people would even still pick her situation of being like a princess, even if that's the cost of it, as opposed to just like, okay, well, you could just be rich.
Yeah, bad parents.
Yeah, I get that.
Bad parents only care about themselves. Whereas, let me channel my little tiny itsy bitsy piece of parenthood that I have.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna get snuffed out pretty soon. Yeah, if you were a parent, you would worry about, like I said, she didn't have any protection for the baby. You would worry about, okay, we're in England. These people are talking shit and threatening our family because I'm black.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck would I stay there?
The only reason you were saying there because your husband's still a prince. That's the only reason. And once he's out of, I mean, honestly,
he's not even a prince anymore.
Yeah, former prince. But as soon as that stuff probably started happening, honestly, we should have probably saw this coming. I don't know, like the world should have saw this coming, but like I imagine this was probably on the motion as soon as they heard marriage. As soon as marriage on the house, the plan is like we might not be here forever. Probably in motion.
You know what's the most sickening thing for me out of this whole thing?
The fact that you sat through all of it with Oprah there.
No, I'll get back to that. It's the fact that I can imagine how she was like talking to the family like that, and they were pretending and smiling in her face.
Yeah.
While they thought those thoughts about her.
Mm-hmm.
And how to basically just ruin her shit like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's probably the real thing that like happens here to a lot of people.
Yeah,
and a lot when you get into like a lot of relationships, especially with like I like admit I'm saying like I can imagine. Let's say if one of us started dating a white woman, that's a struggle that we might
down
have to
south,
deal. Yeah,
so niggas to say to your face, people to say to your face.
that's
like,
what I'm
I don't want
saying.
you
Like
dating my daughter,
that's the
motherfucker.
same. But like again, even up front, that's the same kind of struggle of just like not having your significant other's support system and their environment is toxic for you. That's crazy. And it happened to like the most private of people in the world.
And to the point where you couldn't even escape even if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Until you basically just had to be like, all right, well, you know, fuck this family and fuck everything, all the money and everything like that. Coming back to Oprah.
It's your next Oprah.
I was surprised. Or I was examining how she conducted her interview.
Were you impressed?
Impressed? No. So she, once again, going back to the beginning, she started off by saying, okay, they're basically friends, Oprah and Meghan.
Oh, okay.
So there was times in the interview where I can see how Oprah would actually interview somebody that she wasn't close with. Now, what I mean by this is,
go ahead and explain.
She would wreck their shit. She would be so fucking, oh my God. Now, mind you, I could be wrong about this. This is my first Oprah interview that I ever sat through, like, completely. Mm-hmm. Oprah seems so vicious to me. Oprah seems like she would.
You should have saw the interview with the Michael Jackson victims. That was not one of Oprah's best moments.
What you're saying is I'm right about this.
I think if you watch that, you will have I believe you will start getting some conclusions. You'll start drawing some parallels to what I believe you're thinking.
I don't ever want to be like an interviewer like Oprah.
Go ahead, man.
If I'm right about that, anyway. She was genuinely shocked, I will say, when some of that stuff came out. At least I assumed that she was. Then again, she is an ex-actor, so
yeah. Actress.
Sorry,
yeah.
You're right.
Color purple.
So I don't know, but when that shit came out about the baby's skin color in the family, she was fucking like. Oof. And I'm pretty sure I saw a tear or two in there.
Ooh, you're pretty sure?
Pretty sure.
Not 100% sure.
Now, she took her glasses off.
It wasn't bawling. She was not bawling?
She took her glasses off. I'm not sure if I saw the perspiration. the liquid.
You didn't see the trickle down?
I didn't see the trickle down. I don't think I did anyway.
Would you have given her bonus points if she was able to manage that out?
Bonus points on what scale?
I was going to say, so like, would she have been a better friend at that moment if she was crying with her? Like if she was crying out for the pain that like she had felt from just hearing the situation, would you have thinking that's a better friend, or would it take away from the journalism? Like would it help your experience if Oprah cries more?
Eric, talking to the wrong person.
How can Oprah bring you in for the next interview?
You're talking to the wrong person about showing this type of emotions for your friend's well-being. My emotion is just neutral or angry. There is no crying.
Where's the happiness on that scale?
What? What are you talking about?
Scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate the overall interview?
It was a 10.
Really? It was a 10?
With the amount of information that came out, it was a 10.
You really enjoyed it? You really enjoyed that whole experience?
I mean, I did start playing Final Fantasy halfway through, so.
Oh.
But, you know, that's just because I have a short attention span.
Do you feel like you're invested now in what Meghan?
No.
You don't care now.
You know me. I don't care about celebrities all like that, bro.
That's great. You enjoyed this experience. That's the end of it for you. You're not gonna seek out any more information on what they do.
I mean, yeah, I enjoy.
Because they're gonna be getting money now, bro. Listen, they good. Tyler Perry did his part. He picked them up off their feet now, and
aren't they doing a podcast?
Are they doing oh my god, bro! If they start doing a podcast, bro, this is gonna be we're doomed.
For the saturated market,
man, bro. They're gonna take the Congo from us.
No, not the Congo.
That's all we got left. Speaking of all we got left, ain't no more slurs left to say on the internet, bro.
So you think?
Yeah. Miami Heat player Myers Leonard was playing. Myers Leonard. It's spelled Meyer. Looks like Mayers, but you know who's reading? Am I right? Myers Leonard said a Jewish slur on a Call of Duty live stream where he was playing, said the slur. You sniped me. You don't snipe me. You effing bleep. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah.
You know, you can look it up if you want to. I would recommend we don't say those slurs. We can educate us on what they are, but you know, I'm not gonna say what it is on air because it's disrespectful. And immediately in the stream, he got a call. He said it was my wife. I gotta go, guys.
Oh, your wife, huh?
Yeah, no, that was the NBA commissioner. that was Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, told him, "Hey, man, this is a wrap for you." And that stream, you're done. You're done. You're out of here, biz.
You have to think of how fast that news traveled.
It was on a live stream that happened, I believe, on Sunday or Monday of this week. This is so like probably like March. Was it like 6 or 7? I don't know days. And immediately afterwards, it was on the internet. Bro was done after that.
So one of the things that raised a flag in my head, because I read the article, I brushed up on it right before this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. And
professional.
Thank you. I don't give a fuck.
Hardworking boys we are.
And I thought to myself, yo, Mayers, who taught you that?
It is an old timey word. No disrespect, but like, no, it's not a word people say, even as a slur.
Most Americans nowadays, to get their little racist rocks off,
yeah, bro,
just go after black people.
Go to black people. You could throw some Asian slurs in there, a couple of Hispanic slurs in there.
But you got the basics of the basics.
Yeah, bro, we all know the standard ones. This was not a standard one that like I think young people know. He's 29 years old, which is like
generational.
It like that slur skipped like 2 generations. I knew what it was, but like I knew it was referring to Jews. I couldn't tell you the exact thing of it. He in his apology, which we'll get into in a second, claims he did not know what the word meant. And I don't even know if I don't believe him, but I think it's crazy that like he used it in a raging tone in playing a video game, especially Call of Duty, where when you're angry you say mean stuff.
Yeah, that's the flag right there.
He clearly knew that like, yo, I'm gonna say this when I'm angry. This is gonna be a bad connotation when I'm saying it.
Right. Anything that comes out of your mouth in rage, one, you said it before in rage.
Yes, you said it before. He's practiced it somehow.
Right. Maybe probably playing Call of Duty again.
It is 29 years of living. He learned that word somehow.
It's just you obviously probably I'm on the opinion that he knew what it meant.
Very possible.
And he meant what he said.
I don't know if he knew exactly what it meant.
I don't think he knows the history.
He had to have known it was about some form of Jews. I do believe that.
He had to know that it was a slur of some kind. Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him. We don't promote that kind of activity.
Goddamn Mayers.
Mayers, you fucked up, bro.
Maestro.
And we're going to get into his apology now, which...
using quotation marks here.
He posted on Instagram, which is just a black screen of white words written on it. We're going to start by saying, whoever's agent is, you could have done a lot better than this. I don't believe Mayers wrote this at all. I fully believe he just said, like, listen, just tell him I'm really sorry about this. We'll see what I can do. Yada, yada, yada. Please, I can't. My career.
His name is actually
I'm going to start with this. I am. Here's Mayers Leonard apology for anti-Semitic slurs. Go. Speedrun. I am deeply sorry for using an anti-Semitic slur during a live stream yesterday. While I didn't know what the word meant at the time, my ignorance about its history and how offensive it is to the Jewish community is absolutely not an excuse, and I was just wrong. I am now more aware of its meaning, and I am committed to properly seeking out people who can help educate me about this type of hate and how we can fight it. I acknowledge and own my mistake, and there's no running from something like this that is so hurtful to someone else. This is not a proper representation of who I am, and I want to apologize to the Arisons, that's a team owner, my teammates, coaches, front office, and everyone associated with the Miami Heat organization, to my family, to our loyal fans, and to the others in the Jewish community who I've hurt. I promise to do better and know that my future actions will be more powerful than my use of this word.
So I agree that he needs to understand, if he didn't already, where and why that word exists. But I don't think it was his idea. I don't think it was his idea. It was his idea.
This is weak. I'm gonna tell you this. He knew what he said was wrong. I feel like, bro, no written apology is good. I'm not saying you need to come on and start crying. I think I need to see your words to do this.
Nah, actions.
Go ahead. Like, I don't know if you want to like say like go on. I'm not saying go on live and do this, but like, yo, go ahead and just like speak publicly. Hold like if you want to hold like a little press conference, maybe that's better than this because like these written words. Start by saying like I am deeply sorry for using. I don't know, man. Something about this just feels like I don't know, just not enough. I think it's time. It's time for him to like, for him to be a big athlete. He's not a very known one, but he's an athlete on a public platform. It's time to go. It's like if he wants to recover from this, he's time to go serious about this. He needs to go out of his way and like go actually start educating himself and supporting real like Jewish like funds, communities, and start working towards that.
Right.
And then that's a step to get there. But like this apology is like whatever.
I was going to ask you.
Whack at the worst.
I was going to ask you, what, in your opinion, could you even do to begin to correct this? Because
so that's
I'm not trying to have one of those crocodile tear videos.
Yeah,
of
maybe
and shit like that.
That's fair. I don't. Maybe like we're not gonna know what he intends because like he clearly knew. Like he knew it was bad. So for him to recover from this, he's gonna need to make actual like steps to do it. And I would believe that the proper steps would be, in my opinion, I'm not the Jewish community, I don't speak for them, right. But I would say, for one, he's going to have to go out of his way to start doing real stuff towards Jewish communities. Like, I don't know, like, he can't just go to, like, a bar mitzvah and say it's a rap. He's going to, no joke, no, ain't no funny here, all right? He's going to have to start doing, like, real stuff. He's going to have to go to, like, actual events, host some, start speaking to, like, real, like, actual, like, religious people in the community, big figures, and, like, put up his own money, raise money for, like, stuff towards this, and do that over a period of time. I would say it's like right now there's nothing he can do immediately to really fix his image. There's nothing he can do immediately to, I don't want to say keep his job, but like he's still on the Miami Heat roster, but that might not be for very much longer. It's like money thing. This is why he's on the team, because like if it, like it's basketball stuff. We'll talk bullshit. Shouldn't be on the team right now. This to me is a fireable offense on any level.
Right.
Should be a fireable offense for basketball, but whatever. There's no immediate fix for this. There never is for something like this situation. There's nothing you can do immediately that's gonna make you look better. But if he's gonna if he cares enough about his own personal image, because this will be what he's remembered for forever. Nobody knew him for playing basketball. Honestly, he's gonna be remembered for having a gamer moment, playing Call of Duty.
Oh, actually had a gamer moment. That's
and saying a big Jewish slur. This is it. So for the rest of his life, he's gonna have to come to terms with that and be an advocate for anti-hate speech, and I guess specifically for like his own, like for his what he's done is like learning and educating towards like the Jewish community. But this is gonna have to be like his own part of his life and his fight from now.
And even if he does,
bad apology though,
I will say that even if he does do all that
and
stuff,
become a better basketball player,
even if he does do all that stuff that you said, I still don't think that entitles him. And that's not what you meant, obviously.
Yeah.
But I still don't think that entitles him to forgiveness.
No. Well,
mind you, I can't.
You should.
Speak.
I would say for stuff like this, you should be able to face never. The people will never be like. He will never have the right to be forgiven. He will never earn like justice.
Right.
For like, yeah, you guys can forgive me now. Like, no, that'll never come. Everybody will always have the right to like, always say when they see a Myers Leonard, see him play, boos. They ever see a jersey of him, turn it off, set it on fire. That will probably always like be part of his career, and he'll have to face that. But that's the cost of what he did, bro. Because like you can't be doing this.
Right. The most he can do is be less of a piece of shit.
Yeah. This is come on, bro. And I'm surprised the Heat haven't like the team hasn't cut him yet. Bad look for them too. But come on, Bears, bro.
All right, you tossing the ball back my way?
Tossing the ball back your way, bro. Go ahead.
Because sports.
You're wide open. Touchdown.
And I dropped it.
Goal. Oh, home run. Curling.
Which one do you want to talk about first?
Which one?
You know what? Matter of fact, keeping up the trend of racial slurs.
Trending. Oh, okay.
Papa John.
This is actually funny. No disrespect to black people. This is actually hilarious.
This man is a fucking idiot.
The Papa John is in the news again for an interview I believe it was on Fox News of some sort. Maybe it was CNN. I can't remember. But on the interview, he said that like it's been a very past struggling like year and a half since like his incident where he was on a call and he used what did he say, Tavares?
The N word.
The N word, nigga. The word we can say, not him. He said it. He said it on a call, and was outed. And he's been what did I say? Like he stepped down from his position as like the not the CEO of Papa John's. I think he might have been the CEO.
He was the CEO. I'm pretty sure.
Basically, the face of Papa John's. He stepped away from that. Also, I don't know why they still call Papa John's. They should just be called the Papa, like Papa's now at this point.
Papa's a good name.
Papa Shack, honestly.
Papa Pizza. Papa Molly.
That was pretty good, nerd. He said the N word, and then he did another interview. It was very sweaty and very greasy. It said the apocalypse was coming. The day of reckoning. The day of reckoning. You guys will all see. I'm still waiting for that day of reckoning. I'm very worried any day now. The pizza.
Eric, I forgot about that part, and the part that's been stuck in my mind.
He was also a little sweaty in this interview too.
I ate 30 pizzas in 40 days.
30 pizzas.
Or was it the reverse? It was he ate 40 pizzas in 30 days.
It was a lot of pizzas in a short amount of time.
In 1 month at least.
In this interview, he was sweaty as well. I don't know how many pizzas he ate that past week or this past week.
Vegetables?
There's vegetables in the pizza. What are you talking about?
Stuff is not fried with cheese.
So in this interview, he said that like he's been working very hard over the last 20 months to get rid of the N word in my vocabulary.
He is
still wearing a red shirt, by the way.
He is
the
only shirt he had, Eric. Leave him alone.
His shirts before being the CEO of Papa John's are red. His shirts during the CEO of Papa John's are red. After? Still red. He only wears red shirts and he's sweaty all the time.
Jesus fucking Christ. He's like
and he's struggling to keep his face straight without slurring it up.
Managing hustle and flow.
So, Tavares.
A deep cut joke there.
How hard? How like 20 months? I feel like past like 6 months, you should probably be good off of it.
Does this man not have a PR team? Or did he not have a PR team at the time? Like, what the fuck?
Does he not have a PR team? Or does Papa John's have a PR team?
Papa John's.
I think Papa John's probably had a PR team. I think he's just freestyling at this point.
Because I gotta imagine
nobody in this PR team would tell him to go have this interview and talk about how hard it was for you to get rid of the N word.
Why do you think that was okay? Is bro really that stupid?
He's dehydrated from how much pizza he's eating. He can't think straight. He
running on a quarter of his brain power.
A slice of his brain is gone. He like, I don't know what kind of stress it was to lose that high of a position because he was the face of it. He was in commercials.
He was married, right?
I believe he was. I don't know if he's divorced because of the
pizza.
That's
what I was gonna ask.
I was gonna say I don't know. I know he has a son. I don't know if his son might have been lined up to be like a big star for Papa John's too. He ruined that too.
They're gonna use star loosely here, huh?
Listen, Papa John's is a star. I'll say that, bro. We out here talking about him, still saying the N word. He's a star, okay? he still matters somewhat a little bit, okay? And I can't imagine the stress it probably took over him to lose that. But I can't imagine struggling to get rid of the N word even more.
I mean, just struggling to get his life together.
I can't believe. So like, I don't know about you, Tavares, but like, I want to say like around like high school for me is when I realized that like gay slurs is like, all right, we can't do that anymore.
And what'd you do to get rid of it? You just stopped fucking doing it.
Yeah, like we can't just do that anymore.
To basically say you're trying to purge it out of your system is like you're addicted to it.
I don't know how old Papa John's is. Let's say he's over 40ish years old.
Nigga, if you ain't doing 95, but he had
to have been doing this for like he's probably like 50ish. He had to have been doing this for more than 2/3 of his life. And we're asking him to just stop it, bro. It ain't a switch for him, bro. It ain't that easy.
More importantly, what did he think this was going to accomplish?
Telling people like,
did he think we're going to feel sorry for him?
He's looking for sympathy. It has to be. It has to be. I think honestly, here's what I think.
Only sympathy I got is for the nigga's shirts.
I think he's trying to recover from the last interview in which he told people the day of reckoning was coming. I think he was like, damn. I think his agent probably told him like, listen, Papa, you've been looking crazy you've been eating pizzas.
You think anybody's touching that man with a 10-foot pole?
He had under the table. I think it might maybe like it's his cousin or something.
Little footsies.
Maybe like his family member or something. But like somebody's talking to him, tells him like, Papa, listen. You're looking crazy out here. You're eating pizzas. Every time you come to talk to me, you leave sweat stains on the chair. Yes, you smell like pepperoni all the time. We can't get you any gigs. You gotta go on TV and apologize for everything. Like
I got just the thing.
Nobody believes you. And he says like, you know what? One more try. I got it.
One more Hail Mary.
And he throws a fucking Italian sausage bomb out there like, I'm trying, guys. Y'all don't understand. I went to rehab and everything. It's hard. It's hard. He's telling me it's hard going cold turkey off of the N-word.
So hard out here. Bro,
what's the hardest, like... So, like, okay. I imagine there's, like... Somebody trying to stop smoking cigarettes is probably really hard.
Right. But Eric, that's...
Papa John stopped saying the N-word's even harder.
So the thing about that is, he wasn't just saying it. Bro was full on racist because that's a way of life.
Yes, it is.
For him to like really try and struggle to quit.
Yes.
Like you said, smoking, that's how they
That was a lifestyle for him. Right. It was a lifestyle for him to say that word, and he's telling me that, like, guys, y'all don't understand.
So I can imagine Papa John's one of those people, before he got caught, he's one of those people who wouldn't let black people in his house.
He probably did, but he wouldn't let them see. He wouldn't let them.
He wouldn't let them sit on the couch.
He wouldn't let them in his room.
He had a coat. Fastest entryway.
He probably have a hood in there. He didn't want y'all to see, but like, you know, I just can't. You think? Is there any recovering this from him?
No, not at all.
Do you think this interview was the coffin in the nail?
No,
the nail in the coffin. I can't say.
The coffin was already in the ground, bro. That shit was already covered up with dirt. The grass already grew.
At this point, I thought it was going to turn to a horror movie.
Tombstones already chipped, withering.
I thought him telling the earth to, like, I'm going to wreak havoc on the earth, and that evil you guys have never seen was powerful enough. And him looking for, like, sympathy is crazy.
I think that is what he said. I'm pretty sure that's what he meant. But somebody tried to bring him back down to earth. Somebody tried to stop him from doing something stupid.
What do you think is more stupid? Him eating 40 pizzas in 30 days or this?
Stupid? Nah, that's hilarious.
I think the eating. Listen,
this is our comedy.
You tell them which one was the worst idea, because I don't know which one is.
Papa John's been dead for so long. We're just laughing at his death.
At least the pizzas are all right.
Okay,
we gonna lie on the air now.
Marco's Pizza.
If you're in the Charlotte area, go ahead and try Marco's Pizza. And when you come back and you try that pizza, I want you to tweet at us or to give us DM us on our Instagram and tell us how mediocre it is. And tell Tavares he's an idiot for telling us that it's even better than the Papa.
The best pizza.
I don't care how racist Papa John's is, bro. Listen, that pizza's not that bad.
There might be a few side notes on this podcast, but here's my first one. Side note.
Actually, 40 minutes in, that's the first side note. Good job. Progress.
I remember when I was drinking at the apartment, and that macaroni and cheese pizza from Tavares hit the fucking spot. Everybody was like, "Oh, that's disgusting." And then the night after, niggas was like, "Hey, let me get a piece." Fuck y'all. Y'all some hating ass niggas.
Bro, it's not that good,
Nah, bro. It's like my dick, bro. That shit was good. I was drunk, and leave me alone.
So you had to get drunk to enjoy Marco's Pizza?
I'm not gonna justify the answer.
Yeah, tell me the last time you got sober and you craved some Marco's. I ain't never needed no Marco in my life. I'm gonna say that. Keep it 100 with you. If we gonna keep it 100, hey man.
Marco's Pizza. Marco and John are sitting around the table. So when are you gonna get your life together?
They won't. Speaking of getting themselves together, J. Cole needs to get himself together. little short article we saw on Instagram. No, Twitter. We saw J. Cole, big North Carolina rapper. We love J. Cole. Woo, Dreamville, yeah. Dream collab that you didn't know you needed. J. Cole and NBA YoungBoy. Dream collab that will also never happen apparently. J. Cole and NBA YoungBoy.
Let me stop you right there before you continue. Keep what you have in your mind.
Go ahead, I got it.
Would you even listen to a J. Cole and NBA YoungBoy?
I'd have to listen to it.
So
I'd have to listen to it. Listen,
experience.
I have to because I can't imagine. I can't imagine what J. Cole will pick a topic and I guess he'll stick with it mostly. I don't know what the fuck YoungBoy we talking about except for his pain and him. It's just him and his pain is all I know. Bro go through a lot and I can imagine a lot of people can relate to his struggle, but damn bro, I don't know if I can keep up with that for a new mixtape every week.
I can also relate to being related to Floyd Mayweather now.
Yeah, no you can't.
No, I can't.
No, you can't.
No.
Idiot. Anyway, so back to the story. J. Cole and YoungBoy had reportedly been talking about doing a collab one day. J. Cole had set up some studio time, and this is what was tweeted out. This is what was reportedly said, that J. Cole waited in a studio for NBA YoungBoy to come. NBA YoungBoy had personal issues and never arrived. J. Cole was in that studio waiting for NBA YoungBoy to come and help make some music with him for 8 hours.
They treating J. Cole out here like T-Pain.
And
this is the second time I brought up T-Pain on the podcast. That nigga got no respect from him.
NBA YoungBoy, I don't know what went through NBA YoungBoy's life. We don't know, and you know what he goes through is his own struggle. If he got to handle something, that's on him. We've all been there where we've had to cancel something, and something else came up. It happens.
So the reason why I said that is because the thing that I read, they did not say.
YoungBoy ain't give him no heads up.
Yeah, they was just, he didn't show up.
Yeah.
Like bro was just. The funny thing is, it was just a picture of Cole with his feet up writing in the studio.
No, listen, I think
I can imagine that nigga's just writing there for hours on end.
Yeah, and it's all whack.
Never showed up,
and it's all whack.
It's,
I fully believe, like, I don't want to believe that J. Cole's capable of just saying like, no, listen, I'll give it another hour, and then like by hour 5, he's like, well, maybe he won't come, but you know, I don't. You know what? Maybe something came up. I'll give him another shot. And then another 3 hour goes by, and he's like, well, damn.
You know the funniest part of this whole story? This is how I picture it, and it probably didn't happen like this. Cole was so hurt. Cole was so hurt and so spiteful that he got his ass up and drove 6 hours to beat 21 Savage and give him that song.
So like, I don't know. J. Cole had to have been hurt because I don't even know if it's. I'm guessing realistically, J. Cole is probably in there for 8 hours, like working on his own music. He was probably in the studio working on his own stuff or somebody else's stuff, and he wasn't entirely waiting for NBA YoungBoy, but he was waiting for NBA YoungBoy to come through and help and do something with him, reportedly. And I fully believe that throughout that whole time, J. Cole was also thinking in the back of his head, I can't believe this nigga ain't show up.
You know how he was hurt? How I know he was hurt? Because apparently he wrote a good song. I'm using quotation marks here because I didn't hear it.
Nobody heard it.
Grammy nominated song or whatever, or verse. How do you make good music? Apparently, we're not musicians here. Let me start that off. What is one of the theories of how you make good music? Through pain.
Through pain.
Through pain.
So he was so hurt by this that he had written, some of his best work.
Bro was so hurt. He's sitting there, a little.
Can you imagine being J. Cole and NBA YoungBoy's too big to like give you a heads up?
But he's not too big. That's the funny thing.
That's actually crazy. Yes.
Which one is actually bigger?
J. Cole's actually you know what's interesting because NBA YoungBoy has more YouTube streams than any other artist.
YoungBoy is
so I can't even say J. Cole's
more.
bigger.
He's popular. I wouldn't say for exactly being, or he's not popular exactly for his songs. Bro was a meme for a while. But for a good while.
NBA YoungBoy is popular. There's enough of his fans to say he's popular for his song. There's enough people listening to him where I could argue a bigger artist right now and still might be NBA YoungBoy. And I can understand why YoungBoy might be in a situation where it's like, fuck it, everything got to stop. Like, I can't just, like, whatever. I'll deal with that shit later, bro. I got something to do. J. Cole, whatever. I can, fuck it.
Mind you, this would all be fine if he just gave a little heads up.
I mean, like, sure, but I mean, like, I just find it hilarious that, like, NBA YoungBoy looked at that situation and says, like,
I ain't gotta do it.
Nah, this is more important. Hey, nah, I'll deal with that later.
I don't really
Whatever.
Feel like it.
Whatever, old head. Shut up. You stupid.
Cut your dreads.
Yeah, you wash your clothes ass out of here.
Oh, that phone clothes,
bro. Like
almond milk.
What if? This is reportedly. What if NBA YoungBoy didn't actually really want to make music with J. Cole? Like he just agreed to it on a whim, and it was just like, yeah, I really got to show up.
I got something better for you. What if bro never agreed to it at all? And Cole
I was gonna say, what if it was just NBA YoungBoy's team telling him, like, yeah, he'll meet Cole, and like J. Cole and like NBA YoungBoy just gonna say like, yeah, sure, whatever, and like he was just like, oh, that's today. I don't feel like it, bro. I'm out.
Well, nah, like, here's the scenario I was
Because
thinking of.
I fully believe NBA YoungBoy like does not really want to be music with J. Cole like that, or else it would have happened by now.
Nah, their styles are too different.
But I can't hear NBA YoungBoy and think like that's a big J. Cole fan. Like I don't hear that out of him.
Nah, not at all. And that's why Cole got left on red.
Yeah, bro got left on red, bro. He gonna make a song. We gonna hear another song about it. Listen, J. Cole likes to hold on to stuff that happened from 12 years ago. This is gonna stick with him for the rest of his life.
Pass the ball back over here.
Hey man, go ahead, shoot it.
I missed. I sprained my back.
Another loss. Let's go.
God, I tricked my ankle.
Old ass J. Cole.
I'm gonna keep on a trend because I know we have a lot of linking things here of musical artists.
Okay, we got another one
in
up.
the rap game.
Okay,
told you it was coming.
Let's get it.
Little baby can't ball.
So, Lil All-Star Weekend. We are coming back to it. Tavares, I don't know if you watched the All-Star Weekend.
I did not.
There was a 2-on-2 game between Quavo and Jack Harlow.
I did not know that was a thing.
Yes, between Quavo and Jack Harlow, and versus 2 Chainz, who was a Division I NCAA.
Yeah, bro, old as shit.
College basketball player. I think he went to Alabama or Alabama State. He didn't get a lot of burn, but he made the team and got some points in. He did make it to a Division I school. 2 Chainz and Lil Baby. And I want everybody, if they can, to look up everything that Lil Baby did on that court. Spoiler alert, he scored no points. The game ended 21-14, I believe.
I saw that free throw. I saw that.
Lil Baby did the worst free throw we've ever seen. Lil Baby got blocked by Quavo, and it looked aggressive as hell. Quavo was shitting on Lil Baby, they are both on the same label. I fully believe Quavo wants to stomp on Lil Baby's heart just by how I seen him play basketball on that court. Quavo does not fuck with that nigga at all. There is no way. There's no way.
People on Twitter were like, "Hey, why y'all laughing at Lil Baby? He clearly need glasses."
Lil Baby, I don't know what's going on with Lil Baby. Listen, Lil Baby got a lot of shit going on. Hottest rapper in the game right now, or one of the hottest in the game.
Lil Baby, my favorite rapper.
Lil Baby, my favorite rapper. Skiing emoji. Bro had a hot album last year. Shit's going great for Lil Baby. I don't know why he would agree to this basketball game.
I know I don't ball like that.
If he knew he was not a baller like that. So I've seen plenty of videos of like other rappers play basketball. I've seen videos of Quavo play basketball. I've seen some videos of Jack Harlow play basketball. I know 2 Chainz played college basketball. I don't know a lot about Lil Baby, admittedly. I have never seen a video of him play basketball. I've seen the videos of him stretching and working out, getting ready for the game.
That is a horrible stretch.
This man has not been to the gym in at least 4 years. Respectfully.
Over.
This
man never learned how to stretch properly.
Tavares.
Alejandro just taught us how to stretch properly.
I don't know. Do you think money made him do this? I'm trying to figure out like why did he think that like now on public television for the world to see, you know what? I think I will pick up basketball again.
So that's the question I was going to ask you. If you knew damn well you couldn't play basketball.
Not damn well. Here's what I'll say. What if he hasn't played it forever? We'll say he's like, damn, I ain't pick up a basketball in like shit, like 3-4 years since this whole rapper shit got game.
Then you could easily fix that by practicing. You knew it was coming up. It's
not
like they dropped
He had a week ahead. Let's say he had a week or two of time.
I'd be in the gym every day then, if I already agreed to it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't play sports anymore. Used to when I was very young.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm not gonna fucking sit here and be like, hey, I'm famous now.
Let
me go ahead and
you're not gonna see neither one of us pull up for a quick pickup soccer game on TV.
Hell no. I'm setting myself up for failure.
On private is one thing. I guess again, we're in two different. Us and Lil Baby are in two different spots in life. Right. His public shame does not matter. He's got money. He's good on everything. But shit, bro, he scored 0 points in that game. 2 Chainz passing the ball. He was bricking open threes, getting swatted at the 3-point line. This was one of the worst free throws I've ever seen. Everybody, please, I beg you, look up what he did on the court because it's hilarious.
Somebody said, imagine, put yourself in 2 Chainz shoes.
You ever been like, I'm assuming he picked him. What a bad pick. So like, I don't know if you care about rap, but like, I don't know the last time you just been like surprisingly disappointed. Not disappointed, but like, you're. I can't think of the last time like I've seen like an artist I listen to, and then just see them do something for an extended period of time where it's just like, Jesus, bro, this might have been the worst idea I've ever seen you do. I don't know.
Rap.
Yeah, like
no,
I can't think
music, of music. The last one the thing pops in the top of my head is the Fergie halftime show.
I think this is worse.
Oh, 100%.
I believe Fergie thought she could sing. I don't know if
she gave it her all.
Lil Baby,
I don't know.
Lil Baby's confidence had to have been sky high.
Yeah, they gassed him.
It had to have been. They probably gassed him. I was thinking like, yeah, you got it, bro. I didn't see his warm up shots. I didn't know how it like. His jumper ain't look all that great, but who am I to criticize? I'm not a basketball analyst. Nothing looked right. I can't think of another time that like an artist I've listened to. I don't want to see disappoint because it's not like I had high expectations anyway. These are rappers; they're not athletes. But man, I don't know why he would do this. How much would they have to pay you to embarrass yourself on national TV, like for a sport? If you pay me $100,000, you gonna find me at a football game, get my ass beat.
$1 million.
$1 million?
So hear me out on this.
I'm talking about us regular people. If you're rich, you probably can't pay me enough to fucking.
Yeah, nah, because that would ruin your whole reputation.
But like,
possibly.
I don't think it ruined his whole reputation. We still go listen.
No,
to
I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it could possibly.
We just go beat him up. We go make some jokes on him. But
yeah,
like,
you don't want to be a joke.
Bro.
But yeah, a couple thousand easily.
I just can't believe it.
Because nobody's gonna remember you at the end of the day.
Nah, you'll
be a meme for a while.
If you fuck up badly, that'll always stay.
Hey, listen, nobody's telling you to fuck up that badly.
We always go have that video of Lil Baby fucking up that free throw whenever he raps again.
That's not the thing. I remember though. I remember how that
nigga
was training. No, I remember how that nigga was training.
Yes, before the game started, he was
fucking going for a fight like in Creed, bro. That shit was crazy. This nigga, somebody in his clique said, "Hey, let me get a quick picture of you punching it, like and you get punched in the chest."
He was doing some curls with the bench.
Bro, what did that accomplish? What do you think that was going to accomplish?
Is it crazy to think about that? Like Tavares, I think we could beat Lil Baby, both of us, in a 1-on-1 basketball game.
I can score some shots.
I think
I'm not good, but I can do okay.
Lil Baby, if you're hearing this, listen. We don't have the money to put up a bet, but
can't put up a fucking screen for my life.
But we can but your pride on the line, our pride on the line. We won a game. All right, real life. I got a park we want to go to, Myers Park. All right, I think there's a basketball court over there. Tell me if I'm wrong. Mayors Park. Thank you. The basketball game, Charlotte, North Carolina. Meet us there or be square, Lil Baby.
Lil Baby, yeah, hard as fuck. Lil Baby,
damn. Anyway, shout out to another rapper we're gonna talk about now. That is very that's really balling these days. Soulja Boy. He's in a lot of hot, steamy waters with wrestlers. You know, he got Randy Orton out here, really wanting to say some slurs in a very, very, very non-slurish way. But God, I fully believe he does. I'm going to start off by saying, what the starting point is. Soulja Boy just on Twitter doing his thing.
Right.
Tweets out, rap game faker than WWE.
Harmless.
Okay. I think it is a harmless tweet.
It is.
It's a harmless tweet, and it's nothing. Which is
everybody knows wrestling's fake.
But no. It's also like very true. Rap game is absolutely fake.
100%.
Rap game is fake as hell. All right, everything's fake. Everything we see, we don't see the real shit that goes on. Rap game fake as hell. If Soulja Boy knows anything, he knows that.
Simple tweet.
Soulja Boy is very fake himself.
Fair enough.
Allegedly. So. Every WWE wrestler I can imagine and their mother came in to say, Soulja Boy, how dare you disrespect my love and passion? And I feel so bad. He got wrestlers saying it's like, step into the ring, we stay away from our families for months on end. We take years off of our lives for this thing we love, and you gonna call us fake? How dare you, bro? You wouldn't even have a hit.
So I want to confirm because how you just said, they blew up on him like that for no reason, seemingly. Are we sure that was the only thing?
Yes, that was a starting point. That was the starting point. Again, after he had said this, he was tweeting out other stuff. One of the wrestlers said, like, yo, I'd love to see you step in the ring and see how fake it is. And Soulja Boy said, Man, get your wrestling ass on. bro, like shit, bro. He Randy Orton out here jumping out here saying just like fake. How would you little scrawny bitch?
Why
Like
don't you get your career on?
yeah, why don't you step in the ring and tell you it's we got Soulja Boy out here tweeting out saying just like I can argue with somebody that wears leather thongs. Soulja Boy's been hilarious this whole time, and like I feel bad because I understand why wrestlers would be upset by the idea of it.
I don't.
Well, think of it like this. To me, wrestlers they're always built to be defensive because to be a wrestler means you will always face criticism that your career is fake. Your career is not a sport.
Yeah, but that's not what he meant by that.
It's not what he meant, but I think there's like somebody that dedicates themselves to wrestling will always. Well, I think it's WWE specifically because they're like the top of the top and they deal with it on a much larger scale because they're like public figures more so than like independent wrestlers. Mm-hmm. They have dealt with this criticism just like what you do isn't real, bro. Like what do you like.
Which is all the more surprising they would blow up like that.
I think because like yo, you've been hearing this stuff all the time. Like
right.
Like I guess Soulja Boy doing it is like a little different than just like a nobody doing it. But like it's just interesting that like this was the line for them. Like a lot of people were just like, I'm not taking this from Soulja Boy. Tell him I think fake. But it's just crazy to me that like I understand the pain of like something you dedicate your life to and somebody just making like a throwaway comment just like something faker than WWE, but it's just like shit, bro. Come on, this can't be the fight you gonna die on.
Now you brought up, and I'm not gonna call it a fact, but you brought up the topic of how people call their careers fake.
Not the careers fake, but they call like the actual activity of wrestling fake, and like it's matches are fakes or whatever. Like all the things you do is predetermined. You go in there and you know how it's gonna end up.
All of these things are true.
Yeah, they're all true.
However, their careers are real.
Yeah, their injuries are real. Like Soulja Boy ain't come out here and say that like these people didn't hurt themselves. Soulja Boy out here saying that like these people didn't really put their bodies on the line.
Right.
I think it's such a long and drawn out thing for people to call WWE and wrestling fake that like these wrestlers, I understand why they are sensitive. I think it's still a little surprising to me, and I don't want to say it's beneath them, but it's like really like come on, bro, like this is.
So
come on.
I'm gonna say, and mind you, audience, this is my personal opinion. Uh-huh. Tavares speaking here.
Go ahead.
This is not Eric. We are not of one mind here. If we had to pick sides, I'd be on the side of Soulja Boy.
It's crazy because I think I'm on the side of Soulja Boy too, and I love wrestling. I don't feel like the wrestlers are justified in what they just blew up on them like that. Again, it's all internet shit. This doesn't matter,
right?
But like, I would say just like. Soulja Boy ain't call out anybody. Randy Orton out here Randy Orton is sensitive at like 3 a.m. bro. Bro, go to sleep. Go to sleep, bro. You got work in the morning, bro. Go to the gym or something.
So gotta be another
Randy Orton's just upset and angry at 3 a.m. and like I get it, and he's still angry out here tweeting just like which one of these checks I gotta cash your baby mamas for making you relevant again. Randy Orton, please, you said Black Lives Matter what? Please relax.
He going through some shit.
He's possessed in wrestling right now. Watch Raw. Everybody watch Raw and watch what Randy Orton's going through. He's getting fire spat. He's spitting up black goop. Black goop. Randy Orton, please, I'm begging you, bro. Relax. Shit. And Soulja Boy's out here just fucking, he's on stream just shouting out. He's like, bro, I just saw wrestling. This shit's still fake as hell. Niggas got fire spit on them and niggas is doing fucking, fucking ghost and shit. Like, I love wrestling. Soulja Boy's not wrong, and it's just, I don't know, man. This is a funny situation. Just like I just didn't expect to happen.
Soulja Boy did indeed tell him.
He did.
On that note, do a little quick one here. Eric, did you hear about the Yasuke anime? I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it.
Yasuke, let's go. Lakeith Stanfield, that's all I know about it. Go ahead and fill me in on it and fill the audience. Maybe something.
So, for those of you who don't know, let me spit to him right quick.
Go ahead.
About the anime community. Shut up.
Don't say anything.
The Yasuke anime is a Netflix anime featuring a what is it? It's an actual historic black samurai.
Okay. I don't know if you're asking me or you're telling me, bro. I don't know. Ask Lakeith Stanfield. He knows.
So you mentioned Lakeith Stanfield, but I think the original voice actor was supposed to be the late. God damn it! I feel bad that I forgot his name.
Ooh.
Mind you, this is just me, and this is not actually how I feel about the actor himself.
Mm-hmm. You know who?
I just forgot his name because that's how I always forget names.
Okay.
Like great Black Panther.
Oh, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
He was actually supposed to be the original voice actor. I heard through the grapevine.
Well, that is a bummer then. But,
yes, I don't think that is gonna impair. I'm pretty sure you get it right. The anime itself, because I still think Lakeith is a great actor.
Yeah,
and he'll be able to do justice.
If there's anything I've learned from Lakeith can do many roles. Look at him in Death Note. He knocked that out of the park.
What?
Look at that in Death Note. He knocked it out of the park. So this will.
You say Death Note? He was in Death Note. Wait a minute.
Stop it. He was in the Death Note movie. You didn't know that?
No, because I didn't watch the bullshit.
Listen, bro. I think I bring those to you like once a year, and I think you're surprised every year. Anyway, Lakeith Stanfield. I think everybody knows who he is at this point. He's done good work throughout everything he's done, or for most of the stuff he's done when he's had good directors behind him. Is there a release date? Are you going to be looking out for this anime?
I don't know if there's a release date, but there is. That's weird. There is a one thing I want to bring up. It's made by LaShawn Thomas, the creator of Black Dynamite and the Boondocks.
Oh, okay. We got some big names behind
them. Got some potential, hit here.
Okay.
Hit.
For all fans of Boondocks and Black Dynamite, Boondocks mostly. Listen, guys. Well, besides the last season, we don't talk about that last season.
Yeah, what last season? Shut up.
But listen, this might be something to look out for. Shout out to Yusuke
on apparently April 29th
this year.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's moving pretty fast.
I hope so. It's been in the works for a while.
I actually didn't know that. We learn something new every day, everybody. Yusuke, Lakeith Stanfield. We're gonna learn about black people and the truth. We were kings.
All right,
now,
well, you want to go ahead and
we got a new segment for you guys, and by new I mean we did it last week. We're gonna do it again. Back by popular demand. Everybody was clamoring and praising for the robot segment, so we're doing it back.
He's lying.
Questiontron 4000 is here, and take it away, Questiontron. Let us know what questions we got here. Questiontron 4000 here. This week's question: if Sweetie offered to feed you some food, what would you do? This is bad. Okay. Thank you, Questiontron 4000. Thank you for your time. So Tavares.
00100.
Thank you. I don't know if you're aware, Sweetie rapper, top rapper of the game right now. With hits such as Tap In, other hits such as I Wish I Knew the Other Ones. Now, most known for these days, eating the most disgusting combinations of food you could possibly imagine.
So you showed me some of this shit. Mind you, all right, so listeners, I'm not like I previously stated earlier, I don't pay attention to celebrities all like that. And it's not because I'm hating. It's just because I don't want to waste my energy on some shit that is, potentially just bullshit, which usually it is.
Okay.
This is fucking disgusting.
Okay, so listen. Before you answer the question, I'm going to run through some of these meals she's made and eaten on live in the internet. Okay, we're going to start with the first one, which might be my personal favorite. The McGangbang.
So here's a question about this. There's two ways you could take that.
McGangbang?
Yeah. Does she mean gangbang as in sexual? Or gangbang as in gang related?
I think it's a combination of both. I think it's a combination of just community and sexual burst that happens in your mouth when you eat the lovely combination of a McChicken, lovely. A McDouble, and sandwiched between fries and sweet and sour sauce. Ooh, does that not just sound yummy to you?
Eric, so I said this earlier, but you didn't like the way I said it.
I sure did it.
So I won't say it again. I'll just explain what I meant by it. When you told me what that was, the image of, how big people back when we were kids, you were portrayed in movies.
Professor Nutty, yeah.
Then they were Nutty Professor. Do you think I'm Nutty? Professor Nutty? What? Young Nutty? You know how they were portrayed, and they would just be out at the diner just scarfing down food like a pig.
I don't know why I thought Nutty, Professor Nutty. Go ahead. Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
that's the image that popped into my mind.
Here's what I'll say. When I go through the rest of it, this might be the most edible thing out of the stuff we've seen her cook. Okay?
Oh, it is.
So we're gonna go through next. We're gonna keep powering through this. All right. Noodles with hot Cheetos in it. Ramen noodles dipped in a bag of hot Cheetos.
Bro, that's some school bus bullshit.
Some prison school bullshit.
That's some
bro.
school bus bullshit. You got a nigga with, I got a random pack of ramen here.
You trying to eat it up, bro?
Right, and you got, they're not even fucking like normal ramen noodles. They're cup noodles. They are cup noodles. They got the vegetables in them.
She makes a lot of money.
They got the peas. They got the carrots.
And she's actively eating ramen noodles. I can't imagine. Sweet and spicy and sour oysters.
So, like I said earlier, as soon as you go into the seafood area,
okay,
it's nah. Okay. Everything's off the table there. You're just disgusting.
I don't think you're gonna like the next thing. Chicken flavored ramen seasoning oysters.
You're mixing two animals for no reason. You're mixing two animals that are never supposed to meet for no reason.
And what I think might be my personal favorite, spaghetti with ranch dressing.
You are officially a psychopath. So, you could try to make the argument.
Would you take that
of how? So I'm pretty sure a lot of people do this, and this is not an unpopular thing to do.
It's gotta be. There's no way.
Not what she's doing. I mean, what I'm about to say. When you put ketchup on mac and cheese.
What?
Yeah, you put ketchup on mac and cheese.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, that's a thing.
What?
It's
ketchup on mac and cheese?
Yeah, but you can also look at it like this. You put ketchup on your burger with cheese on it. Correct?
I've never heard of ketchup and mac and cheese. That's all I'm going to say to you, bro.
Yeah.
You'll
get some comments
I hear you, sweetie. Yeah, okay.
No,
I get it.
No, stop.
I get it.
That's not what I said.
You an icy girl, bro.
Wait a minute.
I can't. Okay.
It's not the same thing because ranch, mind you, it's in the same category as ketchup. It cannot be added to the same things that ketchup can. Ranch.
What the fuck? I can't believe you told me macaroni.
Yeah, trust me, you'll get some comments later.
Okay.
Like, yeah, he's 100% right. I know I'm right.
I hope I don't.
It's a thing, bro.
If I tell you you've seen her now, she's a famous artist. If I tell you could have dinner with her, but she cooks it.
No.
Dinner with Jay-Z instead?
Fuck no.
That's what I'm saying. You got to pick between one. Dinner with Sweetie or dinner with Jay-Z?
Sweetie.
She cooks it.
Yeah.
Okay. No pre-workouts. If I tell you, okay, another part of it. If you have the choice between not knowing what you did, like you see the food, but like you don't really look at it and you just start eating, you don't, and you have the choice of just not asking what it is. I would not ask what it is. I would probably scarf it down and see.
I said what I said. And I meant what I meant.
Would you ask what it was? I feel like knowing what it is gonna kill me.
So the thing is, maybe Sweetie's a decent person, decent conversationalist.
She seems like a cool person.
Yeah. So mind you, I can throw up the food later and keep the memories of the conversation.
Oh, it's not staying. It's not staying in there. It's coming out real fast one way.
The whole thing with Jay-Z, bro. I don't want to.
You can't do it.
You ain't go. I don't want to talk to that nigga, bro.
You can't do it, bro. Even if the other option is like near death.
Listen, you know me. I throw up all the time, big homie. Ain't nothing new to me.
Ain't nothing new to you to throwing up, bro.
At least this don't have a fucking reason.
It's gonna be a whole lot of ranch throwing up. All right. Thank you, Robotron. Let's go ahead and get to the next question. Ooh. Do you find it hard to manage different hobbies or hard to get into other hobbies? Beep boop bop. Thank you, Question Tron 4000. So Tavares, as an adult, I think we all experience it's just hard to find new hobbies to get into. I think it's like a very real thing. Just everybody deals with it in their own way. I want to say the last hobby I've like picked up is just now I've started going to the gym for the past couple of months, and even that's hard to be consistent about. Like the thing that's keeping me motivated is that I'm going with people. And I feel like that's probably the best way to get into a hobby is if you have a community or a group of people around you that keeps you motivated for it.
Right.
But I don't think most people have that for whenever they're looking for a hobby. But even besides that, like solo hobbies, the one I've maintained the most is video games. I think mostly in like, I've tried like little stuff. Like I keep up with sports, but I don't know if that's really a hobby. I'm a fan of stuff. I don't know if that's a hobby, but like the latest thing I tried is like, I'm still trying to is, going to a batting cage and getting better at practicing how to swing a bat, and that's hard finding time to do that. So
gotta take that bat and murder people.
Yeah,
like you did in '86.
Actually, I did. Thanks for putting that on air, dingus. But yeah, I think I think everybody struggles with finding hobbies to keep up with, and I think that's probably what probably leads to like a lot of people just like a lot of downtime is just not. They're just looking for something new to do because stuff gets stale, stuff gets boring, and it's hard finding a passion or something else new if you don't even have time to devote yourself to that passion.
Well, see, I'm the one who put that question in his programming, so he could ask the question.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for helping.
And what I meant by that is, I've heard a few times that if you only have like one or two hobbies, you don't have that much stuff to talk about. Meaning that your personality is not developed as far developed as other people's personality who has plenty of hobbies. Right?
Really?
Yeah.
I have an interesting thing about that because I feel like what you do as a hobby is like I think you could always find you could always do your best to find time for something, but like if depending on how time consuming your career is and like how how you spend time with friends, if those time with friends aren't spent with hobbies, bro, it's gonna be hard finding more than like 2 or 3 things at the most that you can consider a consistent hobby of yours. So like, I think it's hard for somebody. Like, I think that's a very vague statement for someone to put out there. But like, finding hobbies, I can't blame anybody if they struggle to even come up with one hobby they got now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use me as a template here, right? Because I love talking about me.
Template T over here. Let's get it.
All right, bitch.
Woo.
So my hobbies consist of I'm just a nerd. So you got the basics.
Couldn't be me.
The top number one is gaming. You got anime. You got just any type of media, entertainment media. So that means TV shows, movies.
Where do you find time to be the leader of the Sarah J. United fan club in there?
Listen, I wake up and just do it. I shit's nothing to me.
It's easy
it's
for
like
you.
breathing air.
So it's just natural for you. Everything else is like a hobby you got to commit to. Being the leader of the Sarah J. United fan club, that's just natural to you.
Well, see, the thing about being the leader of that fan club is it's all about spreading the word, the good word. So if I'm online playing Final Fantasy, second time I mentioned that game today, I'll just type in a chat, hey, Sarah J, great goddess, am I right? And I'd be like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, right, and of course, there's people always looking to like
convert,
to show their appreciation for her and everything she's done for, the youth, the elderly, all groups of people. Look, they're like somebody that is constantly, giving herself to the people,
right.
And we the people are always looking.
Did you say we the people?
You guys the people are always looking to. Give her that credit that she deserves. Okay, I understand.
Now, see,
the other hobbies just, are a lot more are hard to find time for.
Now, to show you the flex our power as the Sarah J. United fan club, she was recently trending on Twitter for no reason, and that's the kind of power we have.
It's crazy. So I understand that you guys, the fan club, just do that every now and then, and I think it's horrible that people on the internet just want to go online and just bash her for her unique and unicorn like appearance. Like there's only one Sarah J. And I just find it stunning that people every now and again just try to tear down somebody that's given so much to the people. And
they'll talk shit about her and then go ahead behind her back and go and fap to her videos, but it's all good.
They sure
as long as they know.
You can say whatever you want on the internet. Sarah J knows. At the end of the day, she's won.
Hey, Eric.
Huh?
What the fuck were we talking about?
We were talking about hobbies. So again, what's the last new hobby you think you've ever picked up?
So yeah, okay, that's where we were. All right, so yeah, I tried over the course of a couple years, probably like 2 years recently. I've tried picking up multiple hobbies. One of them is wrestling, but I can only get so far into it.
I guess that is a hobby I'm still into because I still keep up with it, but it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard. There's a lot of storylines, shit like that. It's like, all right, well, me and my attention span, not gonna last, bro.
I feel like I have like a decent to like lower end attention span, not that bad, but like it's just, it's like wrestling is consistent, sports are consistent, like those things are like there's a schedule for that, when to keep up with that. So like even if like a lot of the times I can't find time to watch it because I'm usually working most of the time, and
right.
If I'm asleep or if I'm not at the gym or if I'm not getting something done, if I'm not doing the podcast, if I'm not enjoying my time off, then I ain't got time for it. But I at least know, all right, let me look up so I can keep up with it. Like, it's with certain hobbies, there is like something you got to keep up with to stay into it. I don't want to say stay into it like that. Like, you can check in and out with sports, you can check in and out with wrestling, you can check in and out with TV shows. You can come back to it a week from now, finish it like a month later. You could do that. But like, let's say somebody wants to read a book, same thing. You could put a little bookmark in there. Fucking come back to that. Come back to that whole a week later. You good. But
well, the
like,
whole thing is that you want to talk to people about it.
You think so? You think that's what keeps people engaged, like having a community to talk to about it?
Yeah, I think that the whole purpose, one of the big things, not the whole purpose, but one of the big things of hobbies, yes, is to be able to talk to different type of people who are into the same thing. Having numerous amounts of hobbies means that you have plenty of people to talk to about different things.
I agree. I think there is something to like having a group of like not I want to say a group of people around you, but just having like that sense of community with you that celebrates that same thing you like. I think that's where finding a hobby that like has something of it like sneakers, like people that like actively buy and sell and like collect sneakers
and try to rip you off. Yes.
Yeah, like that's I wouldn't say the hobby, but like there is a community around there. People that like play I don't know like racquetball. Like if you recollection do that, you can
racket.
Yeah, there's you can get training for that. You could probably go to a gym and find people to play with for that. And like you could talk to them in or outside of that setting. There's that. Other hobbies like it's I do think there is a key to like not having a sense of like loneliness whenever you're doing the hobby, unless that's what some people crave. Like I think with like something like knitting or crocheting, that might be something where like that's something to wind down for. Like that maybe that as a hobby is a little different than the other ones. Maybe that's something that like you do because of it relaxes you away from everything else. But I do think there is something for a lot of people who might want to find a hobby that they can do that takes up their time as well as something they could like share with other people. Yes. I do think that the time is hard to come with.
I guess another word you can use is turning that hobby into a passion.
Okay, see, I don't know if that's what people look for.
No, I don't think that's what they're looking for, but I think you'll get the best conversations out of talking about your passion.
Yes, I mean, I agree. But do you think it's hard? Do you think that's like why? I don't think people don't have a hard time finding like hobbies because they don't know if they're going to stay with that hobby for it to turn into a passion. I think it's just hard because as an adult, man, there's only 24 hours in a day. How often can I see myself doing that hobby consistently if I got other shit to do? I think that's the biggest hurdle for people to find.
Fair enough.
At least it is for me.
And with that, we'll return back to this fucking robot.
We got our final question here. Robotron 4000, go ahead and head us out real quick. Beep boop bop. If you could interview any celebrity in the world right now, who would you choose and what is the first question you would ask them? Am I getting paid? You are not getting paid, Robotrons. Please don't ever ask that again. All right, Tavares, if you could interview one celebrity in the world, who would it be?
Mr. Robot, the show, sent me this question earlier.
Mr. Robot, the show.
And I don't have an answer for you yet.
You don't have an answer yet?
Yeah, like I said, I don't.
Did we already ask this question?
None of these niggas. Maybe Tyler the Creator, bro. He seemed funny.
Do you have a question you want to ask him? Or you think you just like to have like a sit down interview?
Just a sit down. I don't have a specific question because I don't really care that much. But bro, if I have to do it, right, I'd be damned if it's a boring nigga. I'd be damned if it feels like work. Because I'm not. Nah, it's like Tyler Creator. We've seen his personality, right? He's goofy as shit. He could probably get some fun reactions, some good times out of that. Imagine sit down with J. Cole. That's it.
That's it.
That's imagine. That's it.
I thought of this question for a little bit too, and I don't have. I think there's some answers I have. Like, I would really like to interview like a lot of sports figures, like somebody like. I'd love to interview Cam Newton, and I'd like to talk to him about his silly scarves he wears a lot more than like talking about football. Like, I'd like to interview Cam Newton as much as about like the stuff outside of football, and like him being a 6'6" nigga that dresses like somebody's aunt more than like talking about football. I'd like to like he might be I don't want to say he's on the top of the list, but I think it'd be really interesting to interview. I was gonna say Obama, but like maybe one of Obama's daughters, and like asking them what it is like still. Because I don't want to say they're
what
like
you smoking on.
Not that. Okay,
that's
disrespectful. Disrespectful. But like, I had to probably talk to them just like, what was it like growing up with like your dad being the president? Because like, they seem like interesting people, and I feel like they probably have interesting stories of where their dad being a president, like that's something they were used to, but like every now and like they're famous, so like people know them, but I can imagine them having like some cool stories. So either one. This is why you would
be. If we ever get that segment, this is why you would be doing the interviews.
The interview, I think where we shine is where our minds. I think we can picture what the first thing everybody thinks of is. I think we have a good mind of that. Oops. But I think we have a good mind of thinking about. I don't want to say stupid ideas, but like left turning ideas.
I'm gonna say stupid.
Yeah. So like where everybody's asking here, like talking about Sweetie and her ranch spaghetti, I think we should pivot and ask her more about just like, okay, well, why not blue cheese? What? How do you? Does the ranch stop with like just spaghetti, or do you eat all your Italian meals with ranch?
I was gonna go like way off the deep end and be like, all right, well, fuck the food. How do you feel about men wearing thongs?
How is your stomach? how? What is your like? Did your mom eat like this too? Is this a recent development?
How many times have you went to the hospital?
Over or under 3? Over 3, absolutely. It has to be.
Let me stop you right there. It's more than 3.
It's more than 3.
Moving on to the next question.
But I think
how many burgers can you eat in one sitting?
In one sitting, it depends. Is it In and Out? Is it Five
Guys?
It's
her contraption. It's
her own. She can eat at least 5 of those things. Listen, I want to listen. I think I might be the slowest eater I've ever met. I know I am, but like, I have to imagine Sweetie like off camera probably eats like could win like a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, because it's always
that
slower.
That stomach's never full. Objectively speaking, and there's nothing wrong with that. But
she is the embodiment of glutton.
Have you heard one of her songs?
No.
She's a star. Anyway, but yeah, I think, if we ever start getting more people on, hopefully we can get more time and just start, focusing on interviewing people about some just weird shit that they're into, or like getting towards like the weird side of people. Or the interesting side.
You know what I want to answer to, Eric?
What?
Why the fuck did that nigga say I heard my grandpa say penis.
NBA Youngboy, what did your grandpa saying penis mean to you, and why is it still affecting you? All right, this was episode 6 of the Hey Cool Question podcast. Tavares, you got any final words for the people?
Yeah, I'm constantly haunted
by
that fucking Eminem.
Oh, the great. Yeah, if you, we recommend you don't go on either of our private Twitter accounts.
For a while.
Not a private, but like our own personal Twitter accounts. A lot of evil shit on there. I want to personally thank all the South African countries that have been rocking with us heavy. The DR Congo, Zimbabwe, everybody that's been rocking with the show so far. We really appreciate it. Tavares at Deep Fried Senpai on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow him there. Me, Eric at Your Pal Yeehaw, Twitter, Instagram. Follow the Twitter, HQQ Podcast. Follow the Instagram, HQQ Podcast. Like and subscribe. Unlike, unsubscribe. Like again, didn't like, subscribe. Leave reviews. Leave another review after that. Tell your friends. Tell your family. We're rising to the top of South Africa, baby. Let's get it. We're going to see you next episode.